The bag sat on the passenger seat. She had asked for it, her overnight bag. Nothing suspicious, routine. But the zipper was half open, a sliver of white sticking out. I pulled it. Papers slid into my hand, a sealed paternity test, a stamped court filing for custody, a folded note on top. "He's not yours. Don't come back. Get lost from our lives." The world didn't tilt, it froze. I looked up at the hospital windows, 4th floor, maternity wing. Through the glass I saw her, my wife, my partner of 7 years, her lips pressed against another man's, his hands still on her waist. My son had just been born. I didn't move for a long time. The keys dangled in the ignition. My breath fogged the glass. Then my hand found my phone. One call. No words, only silence after the line connected. The kind of silence that meant everything was already in motion. I closed the bag carefully, walked away from the hospital, never looked back. By morning, the first domino had already fallen. Shock isn't loud, it doesn't scream, it's quiet, heavy, like standing in a locked room where the air is running out. I didn't rage, I didn't cry, I just kept replaying her note in my head. Don't come back. Her betrayal wasn't sudden. It had been growing roots in silence while I looked the other way. The late nights at work, the new phone she guarded with a code, the sudden change of passwords on accounts we once shared. I remembered her smile shifting, no longer reaching her eyes when she looked at me, but glowing when she glanced at her screen. I had convinced myself it was stress, pregnancy, hormones, life. But the truth had been there, carved beneath the surface, and now it was undeniable. The test in my hands was a death certificate for the life I thought I had. Yet grief wasn't what filled me, clarity was. She had built a house of lies, brick by brick, assuming I'd never see the blueprint. But she forgot I was always watching, always listening, and once I knew, I never let go. I moved methodically. First, I traced the lawyer's name on the custody filing. A man I'd met once at a holiday party, too friendly, too present. He specialized in family law. His signature was at the bottom of the document meant to erase me. Next, her phone, a simple clone of her SIM, made through a contact in IT. Every text, every call, every whisper to her lover flowed into my inbox like poison leaking through a crack. I pieced the puzzle together. Dates lined up with late meetings. Her prenatal yoga classes matched hotel bookings under his name. Even the ultrasound appointment I'd been told to skip, he was there, not me. I collected it all, emails, messages, photographs, not to confront her with, not yet, because raw anger burns fast. I needed it cold, precise, surgical. And in that coldness, I saw the full design. It wasn't just infidelity, it was eradication. She wanted me gone before the child was born, replaced seamlessly by the man she truly chose. Her betrayal wasn't emotional weakness, it was strategy, and she thought I had none. The hospital discharged her 2 days later. She went home with him, not me. The papers already filed, her story already rehearsed. But when the envelope arrived at her lawyer's office the next morning, her world stopped turning. Inside, her messages, her pictures, bank transfers she thought I'd never notice, a timeline that bled truth onto every page. She called me, her voice cracked. "Why are you doing this?" I listened to her break, then answered, calm and flat, "Because you tried to erase me." Silence. Then soft weeping. I didn't flinch. I didn't need to shout. Truth, stripped bare, is louder than rage. 5. Cold confrontation, revenge moment. We met once more, in the lawyer's office. Her hand trembled on the table. His hand, the lover's, gripped hers. I slid the folder forward. Every page, every word, every timestamp of their lies laid bare. Her face drained of color as she read. His jaw tightened. I leaned back, untouched by their unraveling. "You built a future without me," I said. "Now you can live in it, alone." Her lawyer cleared his throat, fumbling. "What is it you want?" I looked at her, the woman I once loved, the mother of a child I now knew wasn't mine. "Nothing," I said. "You wanted me gone. Consider it granted." But I left the evidence behind. Not for her, for the court, for custody, for reputation, for the man beside her to see the cracks in the goddess he thought he'd stolen. I walked out before the silence broke. I didn't see her again, didn't need to. The child wasn't mine, but the destruction she birthed belonged entirely to her. She thought betrayal gave her power. She thought deception secured her future. But truth is heavier. It crushes. She would live under its weight long after I vanished. In the end, I didn't lose a son. I lost an illusion. And illusions are worth nothing. I stepped into the quiet night, breathing air that no longer carried her name. Final thought, cold and absolute. She gave me emptiness. I left her with nothing.